Hello students, today's topic is sickle cell anemia. So what are you thinking about this name? What are you thinking from this name? Anemia. Before that, sickle cell. You know what is anemia? Anemia is a blood disorder where oxygen deficient is just found in the blood. That is hemoglobin also deficient or any defective hemoglobin found in the RBC. That is your anemia. Before that is sickle cell. You know what is sickle? The sickle cell farmers used it to cut crops in the crop field. So that is sickle cell anemia. In this case, the RBC which are found in the blood will be sickle cell. That means here the RBC will become this type. Usually the shape of RBC is circular or oval or rounded like this, spherical. But in this case, in sickle cell anemia, the shape of RBC will become sickle cell like this, sickle cell. You know this shape, just use in our day-to-day life, sickle. So in this case, the hemoglobin containing RBC becomes sickle cell. The structure of or shape of RBC becomes sickle cell. So in this case, it's a hemoglobin disorder. Hemoglobin disorder, and it is also a genetic disorder. It is a genetic disorder also. And here it's also a Mendelian disorder. So in the previous classes, as we studied Mendelian disorder, it's causes due to a single gene defect or because of a single defective gene, okay, which causes the Mendelian disorder. It's causes due to a single defective gene. Single defective gene. Okay. When we study about single defective gene, it also carries Mendelian disorder. So in this case, in hemoglobin disorder, here in the gene, actually it's a Mendelian. Mendelian actually didn't give the term gene. Mendelian did not give the term gene. He just gave the term factor. You know, Mendel used the term factor, not the gene. In the terminology, new modern terminology, we are using this gene. So in this case, hemoglobin disorder, you know hemoglobin contains alpha chain, beta chain and delta chain. And in sickle cell anemia, the beta chain, the beta globin chain which get mutated or get defected. Beta globin chain get defected, okay, or get mutated. That's why this sickle cell anemia found in the patient body. So how this beta globin chain get mutated? Though it's a single defective gene effect, single gene effect, you know in the gene 2 alleles are present. Okay, here 2 alleles are present, and you know it's a Mendelian disorder may be autosomal or may be sex-linked or may be dominant or recessive. And this sickle cell anemia is a autosomal and recessive. Okay, it's a autosomal recessive disorder. Why this is a autosomal and recessive? In this sickle cell anemia, the defective allele is named as HBS. S because of sickle cell. Okay, here the normal allele is HBA. Okay, why it's HBA? Because the defective gene which is found in the autosome. Okay, you know gene may be found in the sex chromosome or it may be in autosome. So here the defective gene is found in the autosome. That's why it's a autosomal disorder, and HBA carries autosomal. Okay, and it's recessive because this HBS gene, it's a recessive. Okay, because of it cannot show its characters in front of this normal allele. Okay, this is the recessive allele. It can show its characters, its influence in front of this normal allele. So it's a recessive allele, and this is normal or dominant allele. So this sickle cell anemia is a autosomal and recessive disorder. Okay, so if we get the genotypes of this disease, what will I get? Okay, if we get the genotypes. Okay, here we found if it is HBS and HBS both are recessive, homotypic, then the patient will be affected. Okay, affected person. The patient will be affected. If they are heterotypic, HBS and HBA, one is normal, another is recessive, then it will be normal. Patient will be normal but carrier. Okay, carrier. Then if both are homotypic but normal, HBA, it will be normal person. Okay, it's be normal person. So in the affected person, the RBC shape will be like this. Only sickle cell RBC will be found in the blood. These are the RBC. Okay. In the normal but carrier case, here some are regular shape but some are sickle cell RBC. Both are RBC, but which are normal, these are spherical, which are affected, these are sickle cell. Okay. In the normal case, this will be spherical and this is as regular shape. Okay, so why this sickle cell anemia happen in the body? Okay, due to which type of mutation and which gene defected and what type of defection it is. So how and why this sickle cell anemia occurs in the body, we'll study. So, you know what is mutation? Mutation. And this sickle cell anemia occurred due to a point mutation. Point mutation is a part of mutation. You know, in a particular phase or a particular point when in the gene, when the mutation occurs, it's a point mutation. So, this sickle cell anemia occurred due to point mutation in the DNA sequence. Okay, in the hemoglobin beta globin chain. Okay, in the beta globin chain, when a point mutation occurs in a particular point or in a particular nucleotide present in the DNA, it will be found a defected beta globin chain. If the defected beta globin chain found or a deficient beta globin chain produced, so sufficient amount of oxygen cannot be found in the RBC or in the blood. So the sick patient will suffer in sickle cell anemia. Okay. So you know point mutation. So I am giving you a example how the point mutation, and like this point mutation, hemoglobin mutation will start. So if we take a DNA strand, okay, in a DNA strand. 5' to 3' and 3' to 10. Okay, here the nucleotide bases comes. Then it's the complementary strand will produce like G, G, C, F, T, A, T, C, C, and G. It is the complementary strand. It's the vice versa, that is opposite to be complementary. So, if this complementary strand produce the mRNA, okay, DNA will produce the mRNA. So, the mRNA will be A will replace to uracil because it's mRNA strand. It not be taken as thymine. It will be uracil. So it is the mRNA strand. And you know, according to the universal codon. 3 nucleotide will code for 1 amino acid. Okay, 3 nucleotides. Here CCG. This nucleotide will code for 1 amino acid. Here also 1 amino acid. And these 3 will code for 1 amino acid. And according to universal truth and universal coding, these particular nucleotides will code for a particular amino acid, not other than any amino acid. Let this CCG will code for one particular amino acid. Let it aspartic acid. Okay. If but not AUA, this will not code for the aspartic acid because it's a universal factor. Okay. This amino acid only code for this amino acid. Okay. Not other than this. Okay. This is the sequence of mRNA sequence. If there is any mutation occurs, okay, as I said, mutation occurs in the DNA strand, okay, in the previous step. So if this nucleotide, this is guanine G, okay, mutated by thymine, if we replace this guanine by thymine, then the complementary strand will be here, it will be A, adenine. Then the RNA will be A, C which replaced by G. This G will become U, and this code will become CC and U. And this CCU will not code for this amino acid. This will code for another amino acid. As I said, a particular nucleotide will code for a particular amino acid. This will code for another amino acid. Okay, here the mutation occurs in the DNA strand, only in a single nucleotide. So it's because of it found in a point, so it's a point mutation. Okay, like this we'll study about hemoglobin mutation or beta chain mutation which found in the sickle cell anemia. So if we take the normal allele of a hemoglobin chain, this is the normal allele hemoglobin chain DNA sequence, we will get a normal allele sequence of hemoglobin. Then the DNA sequence will be so this is the DNA strand of a normal allele of hemoglobin. So this GAG will code for another mRNA strand. Okay. And the mRNA strand will be if you take this one complementary structure. Okay, this is the mRNA. Okay. And this mRNA nucleotides will code for an amino acid, that is glutamic acid. Glutamic acid, this is the amino acid, and this glutamic acid is present on the 6th position of the beta globin chain of hemoglobin. This is glutamic acid, and this glutamic acid found in the 6th position of beta globin chain of hemoglobin. Okay, before that 5 amino acids are also present, but it is not necessary to take them out. Okay, so what is this chain? This is a beta globin chain, and this is the 6th position, and glutamic acid is present on the 6th position of beta globin chain. So it's a healthy or normal beta globin chain. Okay, glutamic acid found in the 6th position of a normal beta globin chain. So it's a normal chain. If point mutation occurs, okay, if point mutation occurs in this case, okay, we will found a recessive allele. So to found this recessive allele, HbS, sickle cell, what the sickle cell happen? So here the mutation occurs in the DNA strand. Let's take 5' to 3 dash to 5. So in this case it's also in 6th position. Okay, here the A replaced by T, mutated by T. That means adenine nucleotide replaced by this thymine. So it will be G, T and G. Okay, so it will give the complementary strand. So complementary strand will be your GC, A and C. Okay, next strand will be CS. It's a D. This. Okay, CAC. That means T replaced A. Here T replaced A. So we found GTG. Due to it's not A, we just found it's here is your adenine. And A replaced by your T, here is your found T. So this will give the mRNA 5 dash to 3 dash. Your mRNA will be CG. A will give uracil U, C will give the your G. That means GUG. But we found here GAG. It's the normal and it's the mutated. So this GUG will give our code for another amino acid. This is valine. Okay, it's code for valine. But in normal case, it will code for glutamic acid. But in mutated case, it will give valine. So this valine also found in the 6th position of beta globin chain in the hemoglobin. So this is valine will found in the 6th position. This amino acid found in 6th position of the beta globin chain. Before that also 5 amino acids are found, but these are not necessary. So this chain get defected. Okay, and this is the normal chain and this is the defected chain. And you know where the mutation occurs. If this beta globin chain get mutated, the entire beta globin chain will be defected or get not be deficient. Okay, so in this type 1 mutation, this beta globin chain get defected. So in this type, here mutation not occur in amino acid. Okay, are you seeing that glutamic acid replace the valine? If you maybe thinking that here is the mutation occurs, but mutation occurs in this case, in this point, in the nucleotide of DNA. So this is the point mutation. Okay, by this process, sickle cell anemia occurs, that the beta globin chain get defected. So this sickle cell anemia also shows pleiotropy. That means what is pleiotropy? When a single allele will give us regular or many type, a lot of effects, various effects, it will call pleiotropy. A single allele will give many effects. So here 2 effects are found. One is your major, another is a secondary effect. In the major effect, we will found defective beta globin chain. And this secondary effect is caused due to this major effect. If we found a defective beta globin chain, then the RBC will become sickle cell. Oh, okay. This influences this secondary effect. And what happened in this sickle cell anemia? Actually, in this case, oxygen will intake in less amount. Less oxygen intake. Because the beta globin chain, the RBC when becomes sickle cell, rather than its regular cell, it doesn't carry oxygen in particular amount or in sufficient amount. So oxygen is intake in less amount. Second is this sickle shaped RBC block the blood vessels. This RBC, because of this sickle shape, they block the blood vessels. That's why your pressure may be low, okay, and heart attack will be occurs, your fatigue, edema, or any low breathing. These are the symptoms. Yellow in color skin, your eye color become yellow or pale. These are the symptoms of this sickle cell anemia. So it's a genetic disorder given by Mendelian disorder, and also a single gene defective gene. It's occurred by single defective gene, and these are the symptoms and how this occurs. Okay, and there is another advantages also found in the sickle cell anemia. So the person having normal blood carrier, they have two types of cell. They cannot be offered your plasmodium, your malaria. This malaria disease cannot be found in their body. That means they are not suffering any time. Never be suffered in the plasmodium, by plasmodium, because of this types of cell, because they cannot plasmodium cannot survive because they can found affordable oxygen in them. This is the advantage. So this is all about your sickle cell anemia. So thank you, and please like and subscribe my channel.